Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello, hello, hello.
You said good morning.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, over across the pond.
Yeah.
Way,
No.
way.
Way.
It's over in Australia.
I think so. Yeah. So anyway.
So it said we got 4 people. What you
Oh.
is? I don't see you.
Well, everybody say hello. Say hello to us so we can say hello to you, and welcome to Latino Psychic Visions.
Oh. I changed it. Okay, back. Now that thing up there in StreamYard, but
Well, just keep
I
talking,
hit
honey.
the comments.
Nobody's commenting.
Now we're down to 2. But they gotta like and they gotta share it too when they come in.
Okay.
3.
We'll wait for people to come in.
Wonder why it doesn't show them right away. That's kind of weird.
I don't know. Anyway, what are we going to talk about tonight? Do you have any idea?
We're going to talk about you.
We're going to talk about me.
Sure.
Okay.
And everything you're associated to. Oh, Marcus first. Okay. Good to see you, buddy.
Good afternoon, Mark. How are ya? Yes, our day is really going fine, going well. How about you? I hope it's going well for you too. And there's Richard. Yes.
Hello, Richard. Good to see you, buddy.
Yes. And Vanessa, good afternoon to you too, dear.
Travis with you, I hope.
Yeah.
You got to be there. One liked it. Thank you. Whoever that was, thank you. They liked the show.
Good. Well, so, and I want you to understand something. What you see up there is not what's on YouTube. That's a Facebook okay?
Oh,
that's
okay.
A Facebook. Okay.
Hello, Don.
Hello, Don. How are you? Hey, you beautiful person yourself. Thank you.
But even so, honey, was that the Facebook like then?
Yes.
Okay, that was either Richard or Vanessa that did that.
Yeah.
Okay, Travis is still working good. Make that money.
I might have to switch glasses here. I'm not quite sure I can see very well here. Ooh.
Kathy Little, good morning, hello. Lynn Fern, good evening.
Good evening, Lynn. She says she's liked and shared already.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, dear.
Ruthie, hello, Ruth. Good afternoon to you.
Good to see you back.
Yuppers. You asked me, honey, what I wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
I want to talk about every aspect of what we do.
Every aspect?
Well, like there's talking to the other side, there's paranormal, there's UFO, there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, well, it kind of goes with the territory, I think. Yep. I think you can't help but be tuned into all of that stuff when you're doing what you do, right?
Good afternoon, Nancy and Tim McGrawson.
Good afternoon. Glad you joined us.
You are with Shauna, no? No, not Shauna. What was her name, honey? The one in Northern Ireland.
I think. I'm not sure.
See, this is what happens when you hit our age.
We can't we'd have a hard time remembering what shoe to put on, let alone everybody's related. Yes, Roger, his sister. that Shauna is his sister. Is that
Okay,
cool? Good.
cool.
Okay,
Shannon,
so
I think it was. I think it was Shannon. Okay.
Don just watched the latest episode of that one.
You watched that too, didn't you?
I've been watching everything. What got me going watching stuff is the Project Blue Book series of that documentary.
Yes.
That was so well done, and now Roger's into it. He's on his last episode, and his
Project Blue Book. You folks got to watch it, really.
Project Blue Book, right? It's on Roku right now, and it's in the History Channel area.
Right, and it's about what I talked about or been talking about for years.
Yeah, all of the things that, of course, Roger and other psychics talk about are now, disclosed actually as true. So I would highly recommend you all watching it if you want to find something to watch. Oh, that's awesome, Lynn. Thank you. We have 5 people on and 4 likes so far. Great.
Well, that's on YouTube. Okay, on Facebook, I got 10 people that are watching and 2 likes.
You have 5 people watching on Facebook. I'm watching it.
Well, it says 10 right here.
No, but
unless
that's 10.
Both combined.
Yes, it's both combined. You got it. Okay. Thank you, Tim, for liking our video. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know.
Dawn, I suggest you finish watching that. It's a mind blower. Hello, Cheryl. Good afternoon to you.
I mean, it's not like we didn't know all that stuff was taking place or that we suspected it was taking place, but when it was completely covered up, or they thought, and everybody suspected things were happening all over the United States. I'm sure everywhere else too, but in our case, the United States. And now it's all kind of coming out. It's all coming out.
But I had announced it on the radio when I was doing my radio show in San Antonio. I talked about it in 2009.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now it's here.
Well, I mean, it's
always been here, but now they're
Right.
talking about it.
Well, but you know what? This goes to show that whatever we think, we as individuals should never ever just accept what the government or what anybody says is true. We need to keep an open mind and never stop looking for the truth. Never stop looking for the truth.
Okay, let me answer some questions. Richard here wants to know, have you ever thought of coming on after 6:30? Yes, but the building closes at 5 and I'm here till 6. So
yeah, I mean, we used to have our show starting at 7.
And that was way too late.
It was too late. It lasted too long. And in fact, people from all over the world then, we're trying to accommodate viewers from the UK and from Australia and from other countries. And in order to make sure everyone has an opportunity, we don't want to, exclude them. So,
Cheryl, we are very glad that you're feeling a lot better.
No, she's asking if you're feeling better. Feeling better? Question mark?
Well,
are you feeling better?
I'm always feeling better.
Okay.
I don't know what that meant, but I'll go along with it. No, Tim, I have not heard of the Majestic 12.
But I will write it down.
Right. If it's something to watch,
Right.
Hello, Danny. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, so Dawn tells us that, yes, 6:30 in the UK would be midnight. 6:30 here.
We'd lose a lot of people.
So we don't want to make people stay up too late now. So we appreciate, Richard. I know this is very early for you because this is like, you're in Utah. So you're probably
it's 2 o'clock for him.
Yeah, I know. And it's like right during the work day. Yep. Yep. You're back.
Cheryl, I've always been back.
Yeah.
In fact,
she's wondering about your back. I mean, you fell on your back, you silly man.
I don't know. Half the stuff they write it all chopped up.
Well, I'm just helping you here.
Okay, thank you. My
Okay.
back is healing. My stomach, the same healing. I'm healing all over. In fact, yesterday, my eyes, I call my wife my eyes, she bumped my leg and I had a bruise right there where she bumped it. Man, I
Of
just
course.
jumped.
Yeah, of course. I always hit him in the wrong spot. I don't mean to hit
Oh,
him in the wrong spot. Okay, so yeah, Lynn is saying it has been very wild up here where she is. Gales, heavy rain, Storm Agnes is receding now. Yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
Dawn, in answer to your question about the jet, I thought they found it the day it crashed. Have you got that, babe?
Which,
Here, let me do it.
okay.
The day it crashed, they found where it had hit, you know, because it was 60 miles away, they said.
Yeah,
And Dawn is saying stay indoors.
yeah, especially during bad weather. We've had it a bit rainy here in the Midwest, upper Midwest of the United States. Nothing like a gale, though. We don't get hurricanes here. In the
We went to
summertime,
school with Gail.
yeah, we did. We get tornadoes at times. That's what we have to watch out for. But otherwise, we don't have the hurricanes you guys have and things like that. So,
So, here we are today, babe. And we're
yes,
going
we
to be
are.
talking about a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, and what really blew me away was something that happened to me personally last night. I don't know if you want me to talk about that or
Go
not.
ahead, yes, tell them.
So we were late at what night? Late last night, we were just sitting down, kind of almost ready to go to sleep, and I'm sitting on the couch. Roger's across from me, and he goes, "Your sister's here." I mean, whenever he reads for me, it's always rather, it's kind of a surprise because I see him do it for you guys all the time. I see people coming through for you all the time, but I really, when it comes for me, I always am truly shocked, not shocked, just sort of surprised. I'm surprised. And especially when it's somebody so dear to me as my sister Carol, who passed uh, a while ago, I think in early 2000. I honestly don't remember the year. I'm not like that. I don't remember the years. I just remember the time of year, which was in the
It's
middle of
because you
winter.
don't want to remember.
Maybe. I
It's
do the same thing with my
understandable.
mom and my dad. I don't
Yep.
I don't remember the anniversary of their death. I have an approximate time, but I don't. Okay, so I'm digressing. But anyway, Carol is in the living room, and Carol is really iconic for me. My sister Carol was 12 years older than me. I was the baby of the family, and I was sort of like mom's. Uh, she's a very busy farmer's wife. Okay, Carol took up the slack, and I was her baby doll. She cut my hair, she sewed for me, she played with me, she read to me, she sang to me. So Roger doesn't has never met Carol, and but she's come to me before, but not in this significant way. He described her impeccably. He says, "Did she wear a blue dress?" I had to think. And was it like in the 50s? I had to think about that. Yeah. And I thought of the picture of the Christmas picture where she's sitting down right beside me while I'm opening Christmas presents. She's in this beautiful satin blue dress with, that waist, with the 1950s where the waist and everything like that, shiny, beautiful. And she's talking to me, and she's surprised I can't see her. And what else did she say? She said something about
She was at the other end of the couch and
yeah.
she got kind of upset because you couldn't see her.
I couldn't see her. I feel her often because she taught me how to sew. Whenever I'm doing my either in the kitchen, because she was always in the kitchen, she would make bread like every day, and she talked about remember the butter, and I go, I remember the butter, slathering the butter on the bread after she takes it out of the oven.
Hi,
Um,
Lupita.
and I remember, and she talks about what did she say? Why did I go to the sewing thing? I think it was a ribbon. I got a
Yeah.
4-H. I was in 4-H and I was only like 7, and we had a project to do, which was sewing a dress of all things. And in those days, you had gathered skirts. So I remember she's making me sewing the sewing machine, these basted threads. And then I had to pull it. I'm 7 years old, pulling so that it gathers I mean, I could go on. And so Roger's picking this up, the ribbon, the blue ribbon. Yeah, she helped me get that blue ribbon at the fair. And I was 7 years old. I had to model my my dress too.
And
She
then
was,
remember when she was leaving, the people she mentioned to come to
oh,
get her?
yeah. So there's one person you said, Jean, which is my brother's middle name, which is Eugene. I don't know if we could stretch that.
And I said Eugene.
Oh, you did. Okay, so that was his middle name. And he's also passed. So he came to get her. Also, you said Helen. Do you know a Helen? And that was my Aunt Helen, who's fantastic aunt. She's just adorable, adorable aunt. So, I mean, I have to tell you that stayed with me all night, those memories. And she said she missed me.
We are
Wow.
talking about Faye's sister who came in spirit to talk to Faye last night and caught us totally off guard.
I mean, my family doesn't show up very often, or they show in. I mean, I'm not like inviting them. I'm not like saying, Roger, what do you see for me? Roger, where's Carol? I don't do that. I mean, I I I just watch him do it with you guys, or when he has reads, I can hear him in the background
But
working with
remember,
people.
honey, 2 years ago your dad came through. Remember, a
Oh
day
yeah, yeah,
before your
yeah.
birthday.
I know. Always stunning. Always a stunning appearance on all of the family. So, I mean, these are the things that make me know. And so Roger never met any of my family. Um, Roger never met any one of them, but
No.
he describes them. He They talk to him about things. You know what I also realized about this when people show up, and I think you probably experience it too when Roger reads for you. You sometimes are expecting something from your standpoint, your reference point, but always they come in with something from their point of view, right? Their point of view is she brought up the name Donald, which I believe was the first person she was engaged to, but dumped because she met Charlie at a dance. and she and she liked Charlie better. Um, but she said, and and remember she laughed about that, right, honey? She's laughing
Yep.
about Donald, and other things like the the ribbon, or things that were important to her with me.
But here's the thing, reason being is because it's things that she did with you, things that she knew, that way you would know it's really her.
Yes, yes. And you can't fake that. I mean, even if I told you about Carol, it would be from my perception, right? So,
Right.
what's so cool about this is it's information how they view their relationship with you, or how Carol perceives her relationship with me, which was very motherly. She was like my mother. My mother didn't have time for me. She was a busy farm wife.
But
So
honey, look
Carol
at
took place. Carol took over. Took over.
now in that same realm. Remember when your brother-in-law Mike came through
Yes.
me and took
Yes.
over my body?
Yes.
And I
Yes.
didn't know, I didn't have any inclination as to what was going on at all.
You
All
never
I
knew,
know is
Mike.
everybody was around crying and all, and I said, "What
Right.
happened?"
You
When
know,
I came out of
that
it,
was the first time you even talked about Mike, or I mean, and it was in my sister's living room, and you didn't meet him, you didn't know him. I mean, I
no,
didn't tell you about him. He had passed a few years
and the
prior
family
to
was
that,
there,
and
her
they all were
sister's family.
stunned. They were all stunned.
Let me
So
say real quick hi to Mauricia and hello, Doyle. Good to see you, buddy. And we're talking about last night. Faye's sister came, her older sister came in spirit to talk to Faye, and it caught us both off guard.
I was astounded. It was so very heartwarming and again life changing, and I'm grateful for having to see or hear how Carol thought about our relationship, that she missed me. I mean, she
Yep.
was 12 years older than me. I remember her getting married to Charlie, and I was like 7. And so she was, or 6, and she was 18. And so, I mean, I was really heartbroken when she left the house because she was my protector, she cut my hair. Oh, she also talked about fixing my hair. She cut my hair,
Yep.
she would set it, she made me cool. She made me cool. She was cool. Kathy says your family knows that there is a door open through Roger so they can talk to you. I know. And they sometimes come in like, in the beginning, they came in like gangbusters, let me tell you.
Yep. Because they had, honey, they haven't talked to you for years. That's why they did that.
I know.
So it's
It,
like,
it,
we could talk now. We could
it was
talk.
so heartwarming. It was so heartwarming, her visit last night. And she was the salt of the earth, so unselfish.
Hello, Mary
Unbelievable.
Erickson. Good to see you here, dear. But let me tell you something, folks. This really blows my mind. Kathy Hanley Little, your family knows it's an open door through me. Can you imagine what it's like to live with me? Honestly, like say I go to your house and I go to visit, and all of a sudden I go, so and so is here. That comes through all the time. I go shopping, boom, somebody comes through. I go to eat at a restaurant, somebody comes through. And I cannot help myself, but I have to deliver messages. It's like John Edwards says, just deliver the mail, and we have to do that.
Okay, so Marissa as okay, she's asking, I was going to ask if spirit can speak through someone. They can.
They took
They
over
did.
me.
It happened to him. And then she
See,
go ahead. What?
I wasn't expecting nothing. We were just there to visit with my sister-in-law, and the family, part of her kids were there and all that. And her brother-in-law was there. So we all sat down, and next thing you know, boom. What happens to me, folks, so you know, when somebody takes over my body, a spirit takes over my body, it's like I get compressed this way against the wall. You know, they're in front of me and they're compressing me like that, and I can't see what's going on. I can't hear what's going on.
But your mouth is moving. I mean,
Right. Because they took over.
wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
It is. Yes, I agree. Totally.
It's crazy for me. I mean, it was a huge reminder. A, I am living with a psychic medium, and B, I have wonderful family. I mean, really, I'm lucky. I am. So, yeah, Marissa asks or says, my 2-year-old grandson held his heart and said it hurt and needed to go to the doctor and said, I miss my daughter. My dad is the one who passed 3 months ago from a heart attack. So we were wondering if my
Yes.
dad was speaking through my grandson.
Yes.
Okay.
That is wild, and for a young little boy to have that. But yes, it's their way of. You got Marissa. You got to understand this. When they have the first chance to communicate to our side, the physical side, they will do just that. It doesn't matter whose body they take over. They want to speak.
And don't you think that young children also are also so close to source?
They're very
They're
susceptible.
they're
Yes.
so brand new and they're so open. I mean, I've heard this. I've seen this. I knew a woman that I worked with who had a little son who at age 2 was talking about a visitor that he was not liking a house because he was getting a visitor all the time. And he described that visitor. And there were a lot of visitations, and this child was a kind of a genius, actually.
Do you
And
recall, honey? Do
yeah,
you recall
go
the
ahead.
young little boy who was reincarnated as a pilot that was shot down during the Second World War?
Not sure.
He described his name, he described his
Oh,
rank, he described everything, even the
mm-hmm.
plane he rode. And it was all just like, how did this kid know this? This is a little kid. But he says,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm buried at so and so, da 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 da. And they went, and there he was buried.
There are some things that are so unexplainable. This is what we have to do. We just, I don't have to talk to people people who are watching our show are very open-minded and are always accepting
And then
things,
you
but
got Kathy Little who says, I would love
would
it.
love it. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. There's our
Christopher
buddy
Jane,
Christopher. How are you, bud? Good to see you.
he says, well, when can I come by and crash, buddy?
Whenever. I'm here. All
Yeah,
you
just
got to
give us a
do, yeah, just call.
call.
We
Yep.
had 5 women. We consider them now our dear friends from Michigan that came to
Yeah.
be with us. And
Yes.
we had a ball. There's our buddy Herbie.
Hello, Herbie. Don
Lynn,
says
thank you
that,
very much, Lynn.
yes. Don says I've been taken over a few times after I have no recollection of what I've said. My husband is gobsmacked with what I've come out with. He says it definitely wasn't me talking. Yeah,
Same
unexplainable.
thing.
You can't. It's hard to explain. All you can do is experience it, and then you go, "Wow, yes." Hi,
There's
Travis.
Travis.
Good to
Good to
see
see you,
you.
buddy. And there is Angie. Whoop, where's she? Hold it, hold it. There she is. Hi, Ange. Good to see you. You and Randy, good to see you. All the way from Pearsall, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you. And let's see. Mary Erickson says, I
She,
read that it was an incredible. Yes, it really was. And then they put it on, what's the one? Unsolved Mysteries. It was that Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. That same about the little boy talking about when he was shot down and blah blah blah.
mhm.
Hello, Denise. Good to see you. What we're starting out for those that are just now getting on. We are starting out talking about. Unbeknownst to us, it was getting late at night, and we were going to go to sleep. And Faye's older sister came through in spirit and wanted to talk to Faye. And it was just like, this is, I didn't. And then she said, well, why did it? I don't know. I wasn't expecting
Yeah,
this.
she just wanted to visit. It doesn't matter what your time frame is, I guess. It doesn't matter. I guess it was just a perfect timing for Carol to come
Yep.
through. That took him over 70 years to come back, a long time. Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Us as readers, we don't know, and I've said this time and time since I started. I never know who's going to come in. I never know what they're going to tell me, and I never know what they're going to show me. And I just went with it. I said, your sister Carol's here. I said, she's at the end of the sofa, and she wants to know why you can't see her.
Yeah, that would be Carol. And then of course my mother comes through at the end. Doesn't she? She's going.
Yeah.
Remember, you said May was here too, but she was just kind of checking
I could
what
hear
it,
her in the background, like, you know.
what's going on. She's always wanting to know what the heck's going on, especially if
The
family members show
the thing is, folks,
up.
when somebody comes through for me, you know, it's like they don't come through like my relatives. I remember when I lived in Texas, I had my dad's picture right above my desk. So I would sit down at the desk when I wanted to talk to my dad, and we would converse back and forth. It was easy. But then I come up here, I don't know any of my wife's family other than my sister-in-law right now, who's physically here.
Or now you know Carol's daughters. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that
But
family.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying though is I never met your sister Carol, I never met your mother, I never met your father or your brother.
Mm-mm.
And I'm
No,
really surprised out of all of them why Kenny doesn't come through.
very often.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think.
he
I
did
don't.
once, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he. I know that. Well, that's how he lived his life too. Now, so Kenny was 13 years older than me, and he was first in the service. And then, I mean, I just knew him as a little tiny kid, and then he was off and running. He never came back. He was always, you know,
Now,
moving
another
around.
thing, so you know, folks, I have been watching, my wife already watched it, but I've been watching the show called Project Blue Book, and it's about aliens and whatnot. And a lot of the things that I had mentioned back in 2009 on my radio show were in this movie. And I'm going, hey, I talked about that. Hey, I thought, you know, that just totally caught me off guard. And through that, I watched the last one basically, or I was in the middle of it, and I stopped it. And I looked at my wife and I said, Carol's here, your sister. And
Hmm.
it just took off from there.
Hmm. It was fantastic. It was a quick visit, but a lot of,
Yeah.
I mean, talk about emotion. Holy cow.
Hello, Leanne Garcia. Hello, Debbie Westwood. Oh, there's Rob. How you doing, buddy? Estoy muy bien. Like you say, my grande amigo, ¿cómo estás? Estoy muy bien, gracias.
But Donna's saying that the last time it happened for her, she was in a meeting with some high ups from the government. I
Whoa.
wiped the floor with their excuses, apparently.
Wow.
Shame I can't remember it. Wow. That's crazy, Don.
And see, folks, this is why I say, let me give you. If I would love, I mean, really, truly love to be in a hall, in a church, something where all of you folks that are online with us right now, that I could meet you and hug you and then hold your hands, and somebody, I know it's going to happen, somebody in your family will bloop, take over and come through.
They will. I have also, Lynn says, I have also been taken over. I brought relatives of my friends through and had their mannerisms too.
There you
Wow,
are.
Lynn.
There you are. I mean, it
Hmm.
happens, folks. It just, we as readers cannot control this. It just happens. They come through when they want to, and it's like they took a, like, sit out. I got this. Boom. And they take over.
Yeah. So Don says, I had twins, but one died at 6 months old. The other twin was always asking me who the little girl was with her. She
Don,
described the
wait, stop
dress that
right
was.
there, honey. Don. Somebody on the other side, Don, for you has a R name, a strong R. You mentioned the twins, and I got an R name right away off the twins. So please answer me and let me know. Why don't you do yearly retreats? Honey, my friend Erica down in San Antonio, she goes to retreats. I have yet to go. And here's the thing, folks, when you tell people that you're a psychic, oh, you're doing the devil's work, they back away from you. So, you know, first off, you have to be accepted. And I tell everybody, no, I work with the Lord. And I really do.
Yep.
There you go, bud. Start talking to your dad.
Yeah, I think, if
Christopher
you,
James, who's Frank? When you just told me about the picture of your dad, I got Frank. Whoever Frank is. Debbie Westwood, we are glad that you are here from the UK. Margot, hello Margot. I knew you would come through. Doyle right there is it's great to have you both, man.
yes. So Dawn says the twins aren't an R, but maybe connected to something close to them.
I don't know. There's somebody named R around the twins, or was around the twins. And let me tell you, I tell everybody this. The spirits don't lie to me.
No.
That's why I don't lie.
Linda's saying that she's a twin. My brother passed 1 hour after he was born. I always used to interact with him when I was a child. Yeah, and there's the phenomenon too. I know that twins have a very close, they're like telepathic, aren't they? I'm pretty sure.
Thank you, Debbie. Debbie, I'm picking up your father. Is Dad still around with you, or so, yeah, I get a bad cough. No, not from Jesse James and Frank. No. See, right away everybody takes it to the comedy thing. No. When I do what I do, trust me, it's real, and I do not play games with my gift.
Mm-mm. Debbie says her eldest daughter sees a lady and a gentleman in old clothes. Okay. Believe it. I'm sure you do.
And when somebody says they have an imaginary friend, it's usually 9 times out of 10 a relative or somebody who used to live in that house. Do not ignore it. Do not shun it away. Nothing. Get a pencil and a pad and tell them, honey, the next time you see them, will you tell them to write their name here? Boom.
Debbie says
Whoa.
Dad's here and his dad has a bad cough.
His dad had a bad cough.
Okay.
Okay. Then is Grandpa still with us at all, or because I get the bad cough and I get dad figure. Well, Shelly, hello. Good to see you on here.
Wow.
Okay. Ruth is saying Frank is my dad's name. But that your dad, why did they call, okay, this is for anybody. I'm getting somebody that they called Fingers. I don't know who's related to somebody named Fingers.
This is for anybody. Okay, so Dawn is saying, the man that gave her the overdose was called Richard. Oh, God. Sorry,
I'm sorry,
Dawn.
honey. I just get what I get.
Wow.
That was the R name.
Wow. Oof.
Look what Christopher says. Did you get that?
My dad died of esophageal cancer in 2002.
Esophageal.
Oh, esophageal. That's what my
That's the coffee.
that's what Sister Carol died of too, Christopher. Wow.
Herbie, are you talking about my cousin Fingy? Well, they didn't call him Fingers, they called him Fingy. Without the R and the S.
My dad's name is Richard, but he went by Dick.
Wow, this is getting crazy.
I can hardly keep track of the...
All right, here. Remember I said Debbie Westwood's dad? I got the dad figure and I said coffee. There
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
So if they had both passed, they are with you. Please understand this. Somebody is sitting watching TV with, this is a man figure. He combs his hair slicked back, but when he combs it, part of it sticks out like this, a little bunchy here, because he combs it back and it falls forward.
Is this for Debbie?
I don't know who this is. This man wears black dress pants, white shirt, and sometimes he would have a tie, but he would be eating popcorn, watching TV. Like if he just got home from work, that was his supper, say, popcorn. Mary Erickson, who is Shelley? I'm getting Shelley. I hear Shelley, Shelley. And I just heard Rita. This is going to sound kind of crazy, folks, but I'm clicked in real hard right now.
Well,
Honey, you're going to have to man the controls because I
am, but I will not be able to connect the dots, so I'm just going to read them, okay?
Right.
Okay, so I want to be fair to everyone. Herbie says, yes, some people called him Fingers. Debbie says he was like a dad to me.
Well, Fingers being Fingy was my cousin.
Okay. Mary Erickson says, when trying to make important decisions, she asks her dad to let her know what I should do. He answers me all the time very quickly. In a way, I know it is him.
I gave her two names. Rita was one. I forgot the other one.
Okay. Dawn says, when I say her choice, I mean it was her life path to come in and go quick. Yep. You're right, Dawn. You're right. We're all nodding. Lynn is saying, I used to sit very quietly for an hour. Then I would be at my dad's, as my dad said, a bugger up the back, playing up.
I need answer from Mary.
Okay, Mary.
I don't have one yet. I got the name Rita and somebody else.
I don't have it yet.
Mary Erickson, please give me. I got the name of Rita and I gave you another female name, but I cannot remember right now.
Okay, so Debbie says, yes, old man I used to clean for when I was younger sent me to shop all the time for popcorn.
Okay. Wait. Did this old man, whoever told you that, did this old man have some kind of trophies or some kind of things that he was proud of that he wanted to show?
That was Debbie.
I get like he takes something off the shelf to come and show it.
Mary says, not sure of a Shelley. Rita is a longtime friend, not sure if she has passed.
Okay.
And Debbie
Please write Shelley down.
Debbie says yes.
Okay. Because that way I will know there's a connection to the popcorn, there's a connection to something on the shelf, a trophy, whatever to show. He's around her a lot.
Okay, and I'm not sure about Angeron Flores is responding to. My grandfather's name is Francisco. He used to go by Frank. I don't know if that's a response or if that's something.
No, because I was with Christopher on that one.
Okay.
Please, folks, don't reach out to something. If I'm not connected with you at that time, don't grab somebody else's.
No,
okay?
It's not. There's no reach. There's no need to stretch.
And that's Angie and Randy. Okay, honey?
Oh, Angie and Randy? Okay.
Yep.
And Debbie says yes, and he was so sweet.
That was the old man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Noted he's with you. He's got a little dog with him that the dog goes around the leg. Like if he's standing, the dog keeps going around the leg. It's a little dog. Almost like, you know those Yorkies, honey? It's like that.
Okay. No. Yes, and that's her dog.
Well, if it's her dog that he plays with, the dog goes around his leg. He plays with it. Give me another name.
I don't have one.
Go up.
Okay.
I want to go to Kathy Hanley.
Okay.
Kathy Hanley, I don't know if this is someone who would come over to see you that didn't. You say, you want some coffee? No, I'd like tea. Or I would like, I got like a cinnamon tea, and they would make their own thing, but this person used to visit you.
No response yet, but Christopher says something kind of
What?
cool. He says, I've seen and felt spirits piggyback on each other before.
That's very true. Yeah, because it's like family. They want to come in and talk all at once. And that's when I got to sort them out and say, relax. I'm going to Richard Dearden. I get somebody with curly hair, chubby cheeks. To me, she's an aunt. And I hear Margaret.
Okay.
Who else have we got? Go up.
Okay. Martin Stockman says, you are the best.
Thank you.
We covered a few of these people.
Martin, do you have something Scottish? Whether it be a kilt, whether it be that pole they walk with, or a knife that will stick, there's something Scottish. Along with the scarf. I see it all like it's hanging up somewhere.
Richard is saying not sure about Margaret.
Okay, please write it down. Keep it, because that way later on, if we talk, something might come out for it.
Okay, so Kathy says no one comes to mind.
Please
but I
keep
will write
that
it
in
down.
mind. It's this person, like they have their own remedies. It's like you can invite them over and they say, no, if you could just give me a cup of hot water. I have my own thing, and they mix it and they drink it. It's like for them, it's either they didn't trust coffee, they didn't their tea, whatever, but they had their own ingredients to put in.
Debbie says great aunt.
Great aunt for what name? I trust me. You got to put the full thing that I told you, because I forget fast.
Yeah, help us out. Sorry, Debbie. I forget easily. Sorry. There's so much going on tonight. Yes, Shelley says, "Wow, spirits are active tonight." Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. When I'm hot per se, I'm hot.
And so when you're
There's
responding,
somebody named Susan coming through. Susan had a finger cut, either cut off or cut. Somebody named Susan for someone. Either it was cut off by accident or it was a big, deep cut.
and Debbie's responding saying Margaret and chubby cheeks. So that was her great aunt.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Please respond as completely as you can when you're responding, because otherwise we will, be dead in the water.
Right now, I'm looking for somebody named Susan or Sue that either cut their finger off or it was a very deep cut. Somebody who is either friends or related to the Sue. And I think Sue is on the other side.
Okay. There's nobody who's responding to that, but yet
Okay, that'll be fine.
Don does comment that the veil is so thin right now. We are so close. It's crazy. So Roger's really into the other realm right now, I can tell. Martin says, my grandparents are from Scotland.
Was there something that they had significantly that they would hang up on the wall or tucked in the corner somewhere. I get like a nightstick or a walking stick, but it's tall. It's not small. It's maybe about 6 foot high that they
Like a
would walk
staff.
with.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a staff probably, and that's
Okay, they
it's
would walk with it, but I
mhm.
get a green scarf that's also with this stick, and I don't know if it's a kilt or if it's a blanket or something, but it's up, either hung up or it's against the wall in the corner.
I believe Martin is answering yes to the walking stick.
Okay, if he has passed, please note that he's there.
Hmm.
It's almost like you're supposed to take over tradition.
It's pretty cool. Now, how would you know that, honey?
I don't know. Don't. I'm still looking for Susan, the finger. It's either like this, the middle one, or the ring one. It's cut. It's either cut off or it was cut very deeply. I want to say to the bone.
Martin is saying, okay, good to hear about carrying on.
Susan is with, I want to say the name is connected to Susan is Lois or Lewis.
There's no response to that.
Okay, fine. Whoever, I just want you folks to keep this, okay, as I give it to you. I want to go to Mary Erickson. I'm giving somebody called, excuse me for saying it this way, it's either Jugs or Jiggles. And it's around Mary Erickson. I don't want to open up my eyes, so tell me what time it is right now.
It is 4:52.
Okay.
Dawn is mentioning that you have wings coming out of your brow line right on your third eye.
Good, right here.
Yeah, yep. I see it.
It's because it's active.
Yeah.
Dawn, I'm going to you real quick. Somebody to me passed in a fire or they liked big fires. Like they would, a bonfire, they would stare at it. Or they were in a fire and they were staring at fire and couldn't get out.
Okay, so there's some responses here. Mary says, no idea. I'll write it down. Christopher is saying, I like jugs. Don Haddam says,
Christopher, please don't do that. Not now.
Okay, Don says, I have a jigs that was a close friend.
Did this person pass? Because maybe I am going to the wrong person, but I got let me ask you this way, honey. Is Dawn's name next to Mary's name?
Yes.
Okay, then I am going that way. Dawn, I guess this is for you then. If Jigs has passed, Jigs is coming through for you.
That she says, and I'm telling, and she came right under Mary when she said this. That would be Jigs. He liked fire, but didn't pass that way.
Okay, but I get staring into the fire.
Okay.
This is wild. Did someone who's watching right now have a big black dog? I mean, this dog is very muscular. And the dog's name, I want to say, was Rover. Rover. If I'm spelling it right.
Lynn is picking up a pale blue aura around you.
Good. Herbie Lopez. I don't know who this friend was, but somebody's around you. I don't know if it's Randy Weldon or not, but this person used to be a boxer that's around you. or if it's somebody in your family that was a boxer.
Don says, yes, he used to just spark his lighter and stare at the flame.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
No answer yet for Sue or Susan about the finger, and no answer yet about Rover the dog.
No. Mm-mm.
This is a big, muscular dog. If it were to jump on you, it would knock you over. That's how strong that dog is. And it's not small. It's like almost waist high. I'm getting the name for somebody, Kelly Brand or Kelly Brandt with a T on the end.
Hmm.
Brandt. First name is Kelly. And they're showing me like a little short brick house they used to live in. Out in kind of out of town, but it's one level and it's made of brick. It almost looks like an old store.
Leona has
Please, go
just
ahead.
joined us. Leona has just joined us. Hello, Leona.
Okay,
How are you?
go ahead. If anybody knows who this is, I get Kelly. The last name is Brand or Brandt. It's a brick house that's like, it looks like a store. It's out of town and it's one level. I'm there right now standing in front of it. It's got, like, you know how it has not moss, but the green leaves all over, how they grow vines?
Mm-hmm.
It's got vines around the window like that on the side too. I don't know if it's abandoned now or what. I'm seeing the bottom looks like it could be a gray cement base about this tall, maybe about 18 inches off the ground, and then they build this house or whatever it is. Looks like an old store to me. But somebody lived there, and I get the name Kelly Brand or Kelly Brandt.
Wow. There's nobody who is responding to that, darling, but
Okay, that's
we're
fine
saying
as long as it's on here.
Flacco has just joined us right now. Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
Flecka.
He's right in the middle of readings. I'm doing all the reading of the chats, so Rajiska's keeping his third eye open and not reading. Okay, so you got to depend on me.
I'm getting the name Scotty Miller, whoever this is, or it could be Scotty and somebody with the last name Miller. But I'm getting Scotty Miller. That's how I get it.
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Glad you joined us. Don't worry about being late.
Okay, I am looking for an answer for someone who to me passed. Her name was Sue or Susan. She cut her finger, this one, the middle finger or the ring finger. She cut it off, or she cut it real deep to the bone before she passed. I also got a big, heavy dog, big and strong dog. Is about almost waist high, named Rover. And now I just got the name a little while ago, Scotty Miller. So it could be somebody named Scotty, and it could be slash the last name Miller for somebody else that's with Scotty.
So are all these three different things, or is
Things, yep.
it okay?
And Herbie Lopez, I'm still waiting to hear about the boxer.
See, he says, I know who you were talking about from the projects, Victor.
Victor Montantes? Was he a boxer? I went to school with Victor. I didn't know he boxed. But he had some arms, that's for sure.
So Carol Amerio is here.
Okay. Everybody, if you just joined us, please just sit down and watch because I'm right in the middle. I'm not opening my eyes. I'm right in the middle of readings. And these are random readings.
They're coming through just by the people who have shown up tonight. So Herbie says he boxed at the White Church.
Okay, the West Side Club. Yeah, okay. I didn't know he boxed, but thank you, Herbie. He's around you, so you know. Carol Amario. I am getting somebody that calls himself, if you would say Bobby, you would say Bobby. But I'm getting Bobby, like that.
There's no comments that are new yet.
Okay. If you don't know who this is, whoever I gave it to, please write it down.
And I suggest you all write it down whatever he has come up with, like Susan, the black dog, Rover, and the
Scotty Miller,
and
or
Scotty Miller.
/ Miller.
Right. Please write it down, folks. In the house that you described.
Yeah, I'm still looking for, who did I see? Kelly Brandt.
Kelly Brandt. So JoJo said this a couple of times. She says, Roger, my grandma burnt her face on her fire just before she passed away.
Her grandma what?
Her grandma burnt her face on...
No, it's not the face, it's a finger. It's either the middle finger or the ring finger that was cut half off. Or it was cut so deeply down to the bone. And on that name, I got Susan or Sue. Any answers yet? Any takers? I'm not opening up my eyes yet. I don't want to because I'll lose this connection.
Lisa says, my brothers boxed when they were young. My third cousin went pro lightweight, went by the name of Pistol Pete.
No, this was around Herbie.
The West Side.
And Herbie said it was Victor, so we got that connection done.
Yeah.
Dawn, they're telling me to tell you, Dawn Hatem, please get your heart checked. They're very insistent about it.
She doesn't go to the doctor, I don't think.
She's going to have to go sooner or later. It's going to just take her like that.
Okay, so here's some things that are coming through. Jojo says her auntie is called Sue. Did she cut her finger badly? And then so we're getting some.
Jojo, don't reach.
No, we can't reach. We be.
I don't want reaching. You're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. That doesn't work for me.
Okay.
If it pertains to you, then say something.
So
if
Roger is continually
move over.
being in the other side, folks. So I mean, jokes kind of dissuade him a little bit. So if you, please understand the intensity that he's in and be respectful of that, okay?
I want to go to Mauricia. Is Isaiah having problems with someone? I'm going to say someone either at school or something. There's somebody that's like trying to manipulate him. He needs to let everybody know about this and not keep it to himself.
Carol says she's going to write down Bobe. It's not ringing a Bobe. It's not ringing a bell.
because I'm not hearing Bobby. I'm hearing Bobe.
She's writing it down. It doesn't resonate with her right now, but she'll write it down. Thank you, Carol. That's exactly what we'd like you to do. Thank you, dear.
And Carol, there's something about the back of your neck. I don't know if you got an immense pain or what, but you need to let go of that. Go to either a chiropractor, massages, or masseuse. Get it taken care of. Don't carry that tight like that.
So Don says, nope, I'd rather just leave this plain than get a checkup. Please be assured I don't suffer with any health issues. I've never
All right,
needed.
dear. I'm just telling you what it is, okay? If something happens, and God knows I don't want that to, but you're forewarned per se.
Yeah, accent, Christopher. Yep.
Lynn Fern, do you know anything about Paul's right foot? Is he limping by chance, or has he been limping?
Dawn feels strongly because the first time she trusted her medical providers, I guess.
That's fine. She's forewarned.
Yeah.
Did Lynn Fern answer yet?
Not yet. And Carol says, yes, I went yesterday to the chiropractor and I'm going back for another adjustment next week.
Please do, honey, because it's so tight. It has to be all relaxed. If you could put heating pads or something on your shoulders, right up around the neck, because if not, you're going to have bad blood circulation. Understand, I'm not a doctor, but I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So please get that taken care of.
Debbie said that she can take the middle finger and Auntie Sue, she's still here.
Debbie.
Westwood.
Okay, what is she saying about the middle finger?
The cut middle finger.
Was it cut very deeply? Now here's what I'm going to say. If it was cut very deeply or it was cut off, then if her husband had passed, he's the one that's showing me this. Somebody on the other side is showing me the finger with Sue, and it's either halfway or it was cut halfway here to the bone, or it's the ring finger or middle finger. And I just heard around that too, the middle finger and that, I got Becky.
Oh, you got Becky too?
Yep.
Debbie says, son stabbed it very deeply. My husband's still here. No, Becky, she says.
No, then I can't take that. That's
Okay.
not the right one.
Okay. So I'm going to give you guys the YouTube channel to go to YouTube on, just so we don't get any hackers over there.
Honey, can you go all the way to the top and tell me names going down?
Okay. Ruth Kleber. Mark Rolick.
Stop at Ruth. Ruth, are you English descent? Somebody's bowing in front of you. And do you know, Ruth? I don't know if you know this, but is there a connection with you and Ben Franklin? Okay, honey, go up.
Okay, so we've got Vanessa Bondal.
Uh-huh.
We've got Dawn, Kathy Hanley, Lynn,
Okay.
Nancy Moreno,
Okay.
Tim McCrossan.
Stop. Tim, somebody's coming through for you. I want to say, if you and your family, like your sister and that, growing up, if you lived by a stream of water, or if this person that you knew lived by a stream of water, because this person is coming through to me and they're taking me. It's almost like if you see it, there's a little hill this way, a little hill this way, and the creek or the stream is right in the middle. Like that's where you used to hang out, or that's where he used to hang out.
Ruth is saying yes, but she doesn't know about Ben Franklin.
Okay, please check into it, dear, because I get a connection with Ben Franklin.
And Lynn is responding, Paul has fibromyalgia, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had pain in his feet. This condition affects the whole body at different times.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I'll pray for him.
Shelly Anderson is here. She's the first time here on YouTube.
Well, Shelly's been with us for a while now. So,
But it's first time on YouTube. I'm glad you came over to
good.
YouTube. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Christopher.
Shelly Anderson, I'm hearing Butch. Whoever Butch is, if Butch was a dog or Butch was a guy, I hear Butch. To me, Butch was a dog. I hear Butchie, Butchie, Butchie like that.
Okay.
More names?
Okay, I got to swip back up. I have Cheryl Wenzel, but I think you helped her. Tim McCrossan.
Yeah, I was at Tim.
And then Dan.
Danny Lopez?
Yes.
Danny, is Uncle Mark okay? If he is, that's good, but I just want to make double sure, okay? Who else?
Okay, so Shelly says we called him Butchie. My brother was Butch, and we called him Butchie.
Has he passed?
He's passed.
He's there.
And so Christopher says that was my dad's nickname. Okay. Leona Keegan is here instead of Facebook. I don't know if is that a I'm not sure.
What time?
For 5:13 already.
Okay. I just want to go like 5 minutes more.
Okay, I gotta go back up. Lupita
Prado?
Yeah. Doyle.
Wait, stop it, Lupita. Lupita, there was somebody coming through for you who has a big panza, who used to drink beer, and every time you hear like that when he would burp. And to me, because of drinking, he passed. He had cirrhosis. He's got hair like mine, this color, salt and pepper, but to me it was almost like a flat top. I see glasses on the end of the nose. And I think he wore suspenders. I'm hearing the name Art for Arthur. Arturo, but I hear Art. Who's next?
Did I say Marissa already?
I went through Marisa for
Okay.
Isaiah.
I am trying to catch up with everyone. Leanne Garcia.
Leanne, who's Glory? Not Gloria, Glory.
And then also Rob Von
Hold
Daniker.
on. Leanne, somebody around you that passed used to make dresses. They would sew a lot. They almost like seamstress. Okay, Rob was the next one.
Yeah.
They're pushing me away, so I gotta avoid that one and go on to the next.
Leanne says, Gloria, I don't know anybody by that name.
Remember it. Write it down, please.
Okay.
I want to say it's short for Gloria, but they say Glory. So it's Glory. What else you got? Who did I give the name Art to? I gave somebody Art.
I can't remember. I'm just trying to stay with you. Shelley mentions, amazing, you have connected with my brother Butch at least 3 different times. Wow.
Because he's a strong entity. Comes through.
That's something, huh? That's crazy, isn't it?
What else?
I'm trying. If somebody will tell me if Leanne says, I know.
Christopher James. I'm getting somebody around you named Nick.
And Leanne says she still doesn't. I know I'll be having Glory soon, but no Glory or Gloria name. I know of. Thanks for the message. She will remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Time.
The time is 5:18, dear. How long are you going to do this? Lynn asks, do you want her to ask Paul if his feet hurt?
They're telling me to tell him to stay off his feet or elevate his feet. He needs to be like in a recliner and all the way back so his legs are almost like going to the sky, going upward.
Okay, so Christopher is saying, that is my dad. Glory was the name of my dad's favorite Civil War movie.
What?
That's a stretch. I'm sorry.
No, wait.
No, isn't it?
And Dad's name was Nick?
Okay, so Christopher, please help me. Was your dad's name Nick? His dad? I'm going to be quiet.
I'm getting a headache too.
Well, maybe we need to take a break, dear. That's time to quit.
I'm out.
Okay. There's a lot of people who are saying thank, and Christopher says Dick. His name is Dick, not Nick.
No, I got Nick. Oh.
Okay, it's time to take a break, isn't it?
We're almost done.
Yeah. That was a lot. You had your eyes closed and into the other place for a long time, honey. Yes, Debbie, a lot of energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of energy.
I hope I helped you guys. Now here's the things I did not get an answer to. Please listen. I did not get an answer to somebody, or did we? Sue with the finger.
Not
It was
really,
either
I don't think.
cut this way, or it was this finger. It was cut. Okay, or a very bad gash to the bone, and the name was Sue. Also, a dog, big old black dog with very strong, that if it would jump on you, would knock you over. And the dog's name was Rover. I'm trying to remember them all, honey. Did you write them down?
No, I was busy scrolling. Um, Sue, Rover.
Still looking for Kelly Brand or Brandt, that lived in a brick house that looked almost like a store.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's coming out of it, Lynn. No worries. And then Miller and Ange.
Yeah, and Miller, Scotty Miller, yes. So, or it was Scotty and somebody with the last name Miller.
Thank you, folks, for helping us out. I was racing around all your comments trying to pick out people we hadn't read for. If we missed you tonight, please don't despair. You know, this was a bunch of intensity. You know, thank you for being here and promoting our show. Please share the show. Please join us on Saturday. We have a topic that we think will resonate with all of you. Don't
Yes, it was
forget
Kelly. It was Kelly Brand,
Brand.
Brand,
A-N-D.
or put a T on the end. Brandt. Okay. And thank
Dawn
you,
said,
Debbie.
yes. Dawn says she had a black dog that knocked everybody and knocked them down. She was very strong, but called Ebony, not Rover.
No, I got Rover. I don't know why,
Mhm.
but I got Rover. Or here's another way. The breed was a Rover breed, or it was in a township called Rover. Okay? That will cover it all for me.
I don't know Rover is a breed. I don't think there is a breed
I
like
don't
that.
know either. So, what do
Yeah,
I know about dogs? Chihuahuas, that's all.
that's how you know. Oh my gosh, this was an incredible session, folks. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Now, folks, I'm going to tell you one thing. This is the first time I did this live like this. If you want your friends or your family to see this and to join in, please start spreading the word.
Mhm.
It's like I tell you guys, I don't come on here for my health, I come on for yours. The things I give you are things that I seen. I close my eyes right now and I started getting all this stuff. It took me into the realm of it on the other side. And you seen right now it wasn't fake. It's real what I do. So please tell your friends, your family, your groups to join us Saturday at 10:30, and I'll do it again if I can, because it really wears me out like crazy. But if I can, look, Lisa, I went to school with a Scott Miller.
Oh,
That,
wow.
honey, that could be it. I don't know. If he's passed, then that's it. Wow. Y'all know I'm going to sleep good tonight, so. And you've seen it live. It's not Memorex, it's live. Now, the next time I do it again, please, folks, keep your wisecracks to yourself, okay? Because when I do this is very, very sincere to me, and it is very spiritual to me, and it's very serious when I do it. So please keep all the wisecracks and all the other jokes and everything, keep it to yourself. I don't need it, okay? So either way, I will see you all Saturday morning. Me and my wife will be here again. We'll see you Saturday morning, Central Standard Time. Now, if you want to know what time it is right now so you can Simonize watch, it is 5:26 right now. That's our time. So, please join us Saturday. Please tell your family, your friends, your groups. You all seen it. You all were here. You saw what I do. This is how I do it when I do a session, a group thing. Okay? A lot of times when I'm in a room, I'll walk around you people. I did it over there in Grafton. Thank you, Mary Erickson. I like when people put things like this up. That's nice. Thank you, Mary. Lynn Fern, dear, I don't know what to say about you because you're my honey. And I'll tell you what, a lot of you guys right now, see, Lynn's already covering the time for us. That's so beautiful. Oh, that's right. Spirit Quest tomorrow with Paul. That's 1:30 our time. So that's tomorrow afternoon, everyone. Wow, I'm worn out, honey.
Yeah, you are. So, anyway, again, thank you for joining us tonight or this afternoon. We truly appreciate all of you. We love it when we get new people, and we love it when you share the show. And I think, it would be great to see you tomorrow on Paul's show as well.
So thank you for letting me come into your homes and into your hearts, okay? And I'm just worn out. Lisa, Where are you, Lisa? What do we say?
She says it.
Lisa and Kathy Hanley, they both know. Mary Erickson, you better start learning it now. See, there it is. Oh, golly. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you. Just all I can say is thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you, because you guys make the show what it is. I make it what it is, what I do, but you make it what it is for the connection. I can't connect. If you're not here, I can't connect with anyone. So thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you need a one-on-one reading, our phone number is on the bottom, 715-688-4091. And I am here from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. The first hour when I get in at 11 o'clock, I pray. Okay, so you know, that's my pray time. But 6 o'clock on, or 12 to 6, I'm open, so.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here.
Yes, it's time, dear.
Anyway, everybody, please, please, please love everyone you can on this earth. The Kathy report. Yep, she got it up there.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Lisa and Kathy, and maybe Mary will catch on too.
And Leona has already checked it out. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Love is life. And life
is love.
Thank you once again, everybody. Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your week. Don't forget Paul tomorrow at 1:30 our time, 7:30 UK time. And I'll probably be on the show for a bit, okay? I'll see y'all later. Christopher, take care, buddy.
We'll see you soon. Love you.
Richard Dearden, all you guys take care. Doyle, I gotta go.
It goes on and on. Love you all. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank
Adios.
you, everybody. Adios.